Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing beautifully today. I finally invested in a new microphone and I'm not gonna record on my doodly doo ass Android phone, finally. So hopefully the uploads will be way more consistent. So if you do enjoy these type of videos, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Let's get straight into it. Today is a bit of a crazy one. Wormhole to heaven. I swear DXM is the only substance where one time you can meet God and then the next day you can take it and just shit yourself. So this one's going to be interesting. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Wormhole to heaven. A DXM trip report by Colby M on Erowid. Dosage 600 milligrams, orally consumed. I'd experimented with robo-tripping a couple times and really wanted a more intense trip. I was at a rough point in my life and experimenting was an escape for me. I bought two 20 CT balls of extended release Robitussin. Late that night in my basement, I asked God/the universe, please let this make me be a better person. I don't remember why I said that, but I knew I needed to for some reason. After pouring both balls out of my mattress, I started eating them one at a time. Eventually, I started swallowing 3 or 4 pills at a time to speed up the process. After finally finishing all 40 pills, I sat and waited. I listened to music for a bit, then played some computer games. My body movements felt heavy and slow. I enjoyed that feeling for an hour or so, and then it really started to kick in. I lay down on my bed and felt my heart slow down. I closed my eyes and the world dropped away. I floated upwards and stared down at my own body for a moment, then was rocketed through space-time. I saw the surfaces of many unknown planets, or perhaps other dimensions rushing past. The rushing stopped when I was in a grassy field with a pink-tinged sky. I was next to a still pond of clear water. I felt so incredibly loved at that moment. 2 figures descended from the sky and each took one of my arms. They took me upward through the sky to a golden city on the clouds. There was many spheres with their own large grassy spaces, and the figures took me into one of them. In that sphere was my brother's best friend who had died 3 years earlier. There was also a woman there with him, and they were both naked and glowing. It was a beautiful sight. He looked at me and said, "You can't stay long, can you?" I knew I couldn't, so I said, "No." After this, the spheres and cloudy city faded away, and I found myself in a pink-tinged field. In the field, there was a handsome man in a suit and tie. He told me to alternate doing mushrooms and LSD once every 3 months. This scene lasted for what seemed like a longish time. Next, everything faded to black, and there was no longer an eye to observe anything. I saw 2 pyramids, one upside down in the shape of a diamond. Leading up to the top were the names of all different world religions, including atheism. At the top was just the word Christ. Leading downward were other paths, one of which was hedonism. Then the words faded, the top pyramid turned bright blue, and upside down pyramid turned black. The pyramids then separated, and there was a chain holding them together. Suddenly, something slashed the chain, and the black pyramid fell away as the bright blue one rose upward. I then woke up face down on the floor, not at all where I fell asleep. I felt so odd. Once the sun came up, I went to my room. I sat outside my window on the roof and watched the sunrise. I closed my eyes and had a vivid vision of blood dripping down from a cross and pooling into a river. I felt myself lying in that river and feeling of pure love washed over me and broke my heart. I cried for the first time in years. At this point, my life gets a bit hazy. My mum realised how much I'd taken when she saw all the balls in the trash. She took me to the ER. I had another out-of-body experience in the hospital, and I vividly remembered the sensation of my eyes rolling back as I travelled out of this reality again. I found my way back to my body and woke up to the doctor being very angry at me. He told me there was no reason that I should be alive. Maybe I did die for a few moments. My mum took me home once I stabilised, but the psychosis remained. I was convinced I was possessed by an angel. Long story short, I wound up at the ER again. They gave me a massive dose of Ativan and took me to a psychiatric hospital via ambulance. It took a week and a half of being medicated with antipsychotics for the psychosis to finally end. I've had long-lasting negative effects, and I will definitely not attempt this again. Yeah, I'd say that is probably one of the crazy ones that I've read on Erowid, but don't get me wrong, there is a lot more out there that I'm going to be covering. Wow. See, this is what I mean. It's crazy that this substance is literally legal everywhere. You can literally just pop over to the shop and get it right now. I'm not saying that you should. Do not do that, you know. No, I do not condone that, but it's just crazy the kind of experiences you can have. It's literally insane, and how different. Personally, I've had 2 trips that were absolutely insane. If you guys want me to share, I can cover that too. And they were kind of like this, a bit shorter, but like it's still absolutely insane what supposedly just a cough syrup can do. It's insanity, and they definitely know what they're doing, especially these companies like Robitussin and stuff, like just selling bulk tablets, like 100, 150 tablets on Amazon for extremely cheap. It's quite insane. But anyway, just a few little more details. This person was male, age at the time of experience 19, and it was published on September 22nd of 2023, so it's actually kind of recent, a year and a half ago-ish. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. This one's quite crazy. Like I say, I'm going to be uploading way more consistently, hopefully at least one time a day, maybe even more. So if you do enjoy the content, please do consider subscribing, liking the videos. And yeah, also, I've made this DXMverse available on majority of podcasts now. Distribution like Spotify, Amazon, Spreaker, Deezer, all that bullshit. What else was I going to say? Apple Podcasts, I've been having trouble with that. No fucking clue how to set that up, but I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you in the next one. Peace.